Almost every young man uses video games as a way of escaping from a life they hate. They use video games as a way to escape from a life where they're weak, unproductive, and have not achieved what they want to achieve. When you're playing video games, you can lead armies, go on amazing adventures, and live as the most masculine, most successful man who can conquer any obstacle put in front of him. When you're off the video games, you realize that you're not that. For many young men, maybe even you, when you're playing video games, you feel powerful. You feel like you're making progress and taking action. But all that disappears as soon as you stop playing. This video will show you exactly how to make your real life as amazing as your virtual world. But first, why are video games so dangerous for you? Here's the truth. Video games alone aren't your problem. They're a coping mechanism. It's how you escape from a life that you don't like. You love playing video games because they give you something that your day-to-day life doesn't. They give you challenge, progression, a sense of purpose, a reward system, brotherhood, and adventure. Our ancestors didn't need to escape from their life in order to find these things because they encountered them every single day. Back then, men, your ancestors would have to fight for their food and for their survival. They need to build their homes with their own hands. They need to lead their families and their tribes. They need to maybe sometimes go out and fight bloodthirsty animals or against other tribes so that their families would live. This is the way that humans were designed to live. We were wired for competition, status, and meaning. But nowadays, we live artificial lives, so we use artificial methods to create bastardized versions of them. Now, most men have never built anything or even been in a fight. Most men don't know how to fix anything around their house. They're so focused on video games that they don't even know what they want to do in life, beyond playing more video games. The worst part is that your brain doesn't even know the difference between the real world and the worst part is that your brain can't even differentiate between the real world and the virtual world. When you win a ranked match or you beat a boss you've died to 10 times, your brain releases dopamine, which is the exact same chemical that's released if you get a bench press PR or that your ancestors got when they hunted down a boar to feed their family. In real life, that dopamine means you actually achieve something important, you accomplish something. Now, you just get a fake version of it. You can level up in the game, but you stay the same in real life. You achieve amazing things in the virtual world, but in real life you're still not a man that you're proud of. Like, have you ever watched a movie and by the end of it you feel inspired, or you feel sad, or you feel angry or happy? You felt like you had gone through challenges, persevered, and won a great battle, or won back the girl. You've gone through a story. You feel like you've gone through exactly what the main character in the movie went through. Like, whenever I watch a Batman movie, I can't help but feel inspired and motivated to improve myself because of Bruce Wayne being able to use this trauma as motivation in order to improve his life and himself in order to make it safer. And you've probably felt exactly like that when you're watching a movie or playing a game. And the reason why this happens is because your brain doesn't know if what you're watching is real or not. It can't differentiate between if you're the person that's going through that challenge and you achieve this thing, or if you're just watching someone else do it. Your brain's reward system, the dopamine system, lights up in the exact same way whether you do is real or you're just watching it. So when you're playing as Kratos or Spider-Man or any other masculine hero, your brain believes that you reach the same achievements and reach the same accomplishments that they did, even though you never even left your bedroom. This is exactly why, as soon as you stop playing and you've had to face the real world, you feel empty. Your brain thought that you achieved amazing things. Your brain thought that you achieved objectives and had done things to be proud of. But you did nothing but move your thumbs around. When you play video games, you're escaping your problems, not solving them. You've had adventures and you fought enemies without facing any real danger or having to go through any hardship. And worst of all, you're training your brain to feel good and release dopamine without getting any real work done. Are you going to, if you want to feel good, you want that dopamine release, are you going to go to the gym and work out for an hour? Are you going to work on a YouTube channel or something impress, is something meaningful to you for an hour in order to get that? Or are you just going to turn on video games and do this for an hour and get the exact same rewards? Well, of course you're going to choose the easiest option, and this is why it's so dangerous. Over time, this not only makes you lazy and unproductive, but it makes your real life seem boring. It makes doing any work, any exercise, any productive task that would actually give your life meaning, that would make you feel proud of yourself, seem slow and pointless. Because you have to put so much effort and so much work into this task when you don't have to do that for video games, and yet you get the exact same reward. This is how so many men who had huge, ambitious goals lose the motivation to do them. This is how your masculine drive to better yourself, to become the greatest version of yourself, to live up to what your dad wanted you to be, what your ancestors want you to be, dies. A painful and slow death, all because you played video games too much. Imagine if you could tell your dad in 5-10 years that you could have been anything you wanted to in life. You could have been a UFC fighter. You could have been a WWE wrestler. You could have been a millionaire. You could have gone to space or whatever it is. But you're too busy playing video games. Is he going to be proud of you? Are you going to be proud of you if that's the story you have to tell him? Of course not. Video games are designed to keep you addicted. Just like with social media, it's engineered dopamine. They have entire departments dedicated to figuring out how to keep you addicted to playing it, so they can maximize the amount of money they get from you. Video games are specifically designed to recreate your masculine urge for competition, adventure, and purpose by using endless reward systems that skyrocket your dopamine, masculine, strong characters that you want to be like, and ways to progress forward without having to work hard and actually put in the effort. Video games keep you in a constant loop of you feeling like a loser in real life. So you play video games and you feel like the hero, you're accomplishing missions, you're doing well. And then you stop playing and you feel like a loser again, so you just continue and continue and continue, where you keep on playing the video games more and more until you're doing it for 8, 10, 12 hours a day, and that's the main priority of your life. And every hour you spend in this loop, you're not leveling up in real life. And whilst you don't have to never play video games again, you have to go cold turkey, you don't have to do that. You need to ask yourself one thing. What is gaming taking away from you, and what would you be able to achieve if you spent that time training your body, learning a high income skill, creating content, or working on a project that meant a lot to you? Instead of using video games as a way to escape from a life that you don't like, where you feel like a loser, or whatever it is, instead dedicate that time to making yourself not be a loser. Find a real world goal that you love, that you really want to achieve, whether it's bench pressing 100 kilos, or building up a YouTube channel to 10,000 subscribers, or getting to $10,000 per month with your own business. You need a purpose, not just playing video games because your life isn't going anywhere. You need something real, something that you can do every single day in order to make your life not seem pointless. And the best way you can do that is find habits that you can do every day that bring yourself up. Just like in a video game where you have your character and you can level up their charisma, their IQ, their fighting ability, their strength, you can do the exact same thing in real life. And what you need to do is you need to find the habits that you do every single day in order to do that. If you want to build up your strength level, every day you need to go to the gym. If you want to build up your IQ points, you need to start reading more books and watching educational YouTube videos. If you want to increase your charisma, you need to read books like How to Win Friends and Influence People, and you need to speak to more people. With every single thing that you do on every single day, you get slightly better at it. Every single time you do a habit, it's like you're gaining a little bit of XP points and you're getting closer to leveling up in that area of your skill tree. This is the way that you improve your life and you actually make it seem fun. This is how video games keep you addicted, is that you can track your progress on each little stat. You can see how many enemies you've killed, what's your KD ratio like. And you can do the exact same thing in real life. You using a habit tracker. Now, I've mentioned this in a few other videos, but what you do is it's just a sheet of paper. You write down your habits on one side and the days of the month on the other side. And every day you do it, you tick it off. So for example, it could be reading, meditating, gratitude journaling, exercising, whatever it is, whatever stat that you want to maximize, you put it down there and you do it every single day. It won't seem that fun in the beginning, but you'll start getting dopamine from a real life thing. And then by the end of the day, when you see the whole row has been completed, you've done all your habits for the day, it'll feel so much more rewarding and fulfilling than if you spent all day just doing this, not even leaving your room. This is how you improve your life. Don't cope with being a loser in real life by playing video games. Instead, become someone that you're proud of. Instead, build a life that you don't have to escape from in the virtual world. Now, I thank you for watching, and if you learned how video games are keeping you miserable and how to actually improve yourself in real life, please like the video and subscribe to the Unlimited Power channel for more self-improvement videos. And I thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.